The 2012 Seminole Cup took place February 22nd through the 26th and attracted a tournament record of 540 shooters. The conditions were perfect for most of the weekend, with highs forecast in the 70s throughout the competition. As soon as the DeltaSports.tv crew stepped out of the van, we understood why so many shooters make the trip to Quail Creek Plantation in Okeechobee for this early season tournament. Wednesday dawned bright and clear as day one got underway. Highs forecast in the mid-70s made for a near-perfect start to the event. FETAS flights and practice 5-stand began that morning. The 100-bird FETAS event was held on the north side of the complex at the end of the Blue Sporting Course and was shot by 240 competitors. Shooters who chose a Wednesday rotation tackled all 100 birds that day. Main event participants could choose a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, Sunday rotation with 50 birds each day. Regardless of when you shot it, this 4-part course FETAS was challenging with plenty of testy targets. As if conditions weren't perfect enough, Thursday brought even clearer skies and highs in the upper 70s with a light breeze. Day 2 competition included a continuation of FETAS, the beginning of competition 5-stand, and the first of 3 100-bird prelims. The 50-bird 5-stand event attracted 240 shooters, who shot 2 different layouts. The east-facing courses were positioned adjacent to Vendor Row and the main parking area near the pro shop. With the easterly orientation, early rotations were the toughest. With middle-of-the-road difficulty, the top 10 masterclass scores were 45 or better, with 40s reaching all the way into the C class. The Thursday 100-bird prelim was shot on the spacious blue course that runs west from the clubhouse and wraps around to the north of the complex. Most shooters thought the targets were challenging, but not over the top, and the scores reflected that sentiment. 241 competitors shot this first of 3 prelim events. When the shooting was over, Wendell Cherry had captured the top spot with the 90. Pat Liskey's 89 was good for runner-up. Only 21 M-class shooters ended up with an 80 or better. With another perfect day served up on Friday, shooters got a chance to compete on the beautiful red course in the Phil Hughes 100-bird prelim event. Set among the moss-laden oaks adjacent to the clubhouse, red featured a soft, wood-chip cart path, air-conditioned restrooms, and several multi-tiered shooting stations. Competitors were treated to wide windows and another round of challenging targets. One in particular was a fast-moving crosser thrown from a tower on Station 8 that proved to be a hard break for many. Will Fennell and Doug Vine both put up 95s, with Will prevailing in the evening shoot-off for the top spot. Friday's other prelim was a blue redo and ended in a shoot-off between Wendell Cherry, Doug Vine, Andy Duffy, and Sean Stitt, who all posted 91s. Wendell prevailed again, giving him a perfect 2 for 2 on the blue prelim.
Runner-up, Doug Vine, runner-up.
Windy, overcast, and much cooler conditions greeted shooters on Saturday morning as Day 4 competition got underway. The main event kicked off at 8:30 and was shot on the red and blue courses. 3 flights accommodated the 457 shooters. With the wind blowing and the presentation tweaked overnight, shooters had no idea what to expect. The gusty conditions definitely pushed targets around all day long. Once the final flight was in, 3 shooters were tied for first. Wendell Cherry turned in a 96 on red, and Curtis Malden and Will Fennell each posted 96s on blue. With the top 25 shooters separated by only 7 targets, it was anyone's game going into the final day. Sunday skies were overcast and less windy, but it was evident that wind gusts could still move targets around. Red and blue were evenly difficult courses, so weather and shooter performance were going to be the only factors to affect the outcome on Sunday. Co-leaders Wendell Cherry and Will Fennell went out at 11:30 onto the blue and red, respectively. Wendell went on to dominate blue and turned in a near-perfect 97 for a 193 overall.
Awesome.
Will struggled a bit, but posted a strong 93 for a 189 overall. Then, the waiting began.
Hey man, you walked away with a 97 today on top of a great score yesterday over on the red course. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you very much.
How do you think it'll hold up?
I think it'll do it, but you never know in this wind. Anything can happen and stuff, but I think I'm close.
Co-leader Kurt Malden hit the red course at 2:30 for the final flight of the day. And with the other contenders in the clubhouse, it was his game to lose. Kurt had a near-perfect round going until Station 4, where he dropped 3 of 8, and that was the difference. His final of 94 put him in at 190 overall, but it wasn't enough to overcome his mentor and coach. Will ended up M1, and vet Dan Carlisle's 185 was good for M2 and main veteran. Over in ladies, Annabelle Ayers continued her string of successes by claiming ladies HOA with a 179, followed by runner-up Jenny Clark's 176 and Diane Sorrentino's 173. Delta shooter Theo Ribbs claimed the top junior spot with a 179, and Will Hinton equaled that for the sub-junior title. VTAS proved to be a fun but challenging event. Most shooters posted their lowest scores on Parkour 1. That layout featured a couple of testy teal that were adversely affected by the wind on Saturday and Sunday, so they might have had something to do with the lower scores. Everyone praised the targets and the professionalism of the referees. As if winning the main event and 2 prelims wasn't enough, Wendell Cherry shot a 91 for HOA, 1 bird better than runner-up Andy Duffy. Gary Wallstrom posted an 87 for vet HOA, and Jenny Clark shot a 78 to claim the ladies' title, followed closely by Diane Sorrentino with a 77. 5-stand competition was fierce, and in the end, Wendell Cherry had posted a near-perfect 48 to claim HOA in yet another event. Bill McGuire shot a 47 for runner-up, with Sean Stitt, Dan Carlisle, and Jeff Darrington all hitting 47 for M1 through M3. Michelle Robin claimed the ladies' title with a 42, followed by sub-junior Annabelle Ayers with a 41. The night the trophies were handed out, we spoke with winner Wendell Cherry about his dominant performance and about his plans for the 2012 season.
Cup, I'm here with Wendell Cherry, who's the main HOA. Congratulations.
Thank you, buddy.
This is a good win for you, your second win in Florida this year.
That's right, and it's the third time here. And typically I come to the shoot every year, and it's a great tournament, and so I'm happy.
Well, I don't assume you'll change very much. You're
I'm
right
gonna
on the
change
ball.
anything. I'm going to have the same drawers on either, and so I'm going to not change anything. Favorite blue shirt. That's right. That's right.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to take some coaching tips for these guys and not change my drawers before the next tournament, but we'll have a good time. So we'll see you at Brownie Briley.
The Seminole Cup once again lived up to its billing as the early season tournament to attend for shooters. It's no wonder shooters come back year after year. I know the DeltaSports.tv team will be back.